kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Gresham. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return there. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? In the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. He's got him this time. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. Using his feet. It's a fumble. The defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They bring him down, but only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. The Scarlet Knights will have it 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Hart. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like, again, you have goals and you have midpoints to the season where you're at right now. This is where you wanted to be. You wanted to be in the mix in one of the best conferences in all of college football, and Jesse, they're doing that in the Big Ten.
Yeah, they've been able to handle the stage.
Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Defense just has to do a better job in coverage, guys. They did a great job taking away the quarterback's initial primary target, but then they left that guy completely wide open. Somebody busted on the back end.
And the Scarlet Knights have this offense rolling. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The officials move it 5 yards back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. The sure hands, it's Taylor. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Not even 2 minutes in, and they're already in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
So far, it's been a rough first drive for this defense, but I tell you what, guys, all can be forgotten if they can bow up and make a stand right here. You got a goal-to-go situation. You know they're going to try to be physical. The field's already shrunk. Get some momentum back right here. Get a big stand. At least hold them to 3.
Caught in the backfield, it's Tease. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's not the direction you want to go offensively here. Down close to the goal line, you don't want to be going backward. I think these receivers, they need to be a little bit more decisive. Just catch the ball and get what you can get.
Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Little over anxious, out of the stance early, and it's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Rutgers.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The give to the left side. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass, it's Presley. Slings it downfield. Finds space on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
You know, this offense has a ton of speed at wide receiver, and they can generate explosive plays throwing it down the field. It's not just going to be go routes and post throws. How about executing the corner route against man-to-man coverage?
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Showing the arm strength to the left. Intercepted.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Tease. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
And an empty backfield here on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, you got to love that if you're on defense because you were able to affect the quarterback with pressure, and you only rushed 3 guys. Well done.
The Scarlet Knights come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Got it, looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Looking downfield on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Taylor. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Makes the catch. It's Taylor. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark. Guys, it is Rutgers on top here at the end of the quarter. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we played 1 period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Would have been a long field goal, 54 yards from here, so instead they'll try to move the chains. It's 4th and short. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the 2nd effort, getting the extra yards and getting the 1st down.
Pulls it, fires to the left. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. With that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Rutgers! They'll try to add another to their lead. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's Presley. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25.
And he is going down here, but we have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to get it through the air. Quarterback floating away from pressure. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the Golden Gophers racing to the line in a hurry up. It's great to spread the ball around and fool him, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him once, go to him. Shoot, let's go to him a 3rd time.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Presley. Buys a little extra time. Fires to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket and the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away, and the defense took advantage with the interception.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. A designed run for the quarterback. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Looking to take a shot. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Caught in the backfield, it's Taylor. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they're going to be gassed.
Looking to throw, it's Crispin. Throws to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
Everybody holds their breath when this guy has the ball. On defense now, you got to stop the bleeding because you're allowing one of the best at his position in the sport of college football. Now have back-to-back catches. You better be anticipating this offense going back to him again right here.
Now on 1st and goal, a score here, and that mountain is huge if you want to make a comeback. Wide receiver going in motion with the run on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the nose.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Quarterback now has to make sure his guys are dialed in. You can't make any more mistakes. Giving up a negative play on 2nd down by the goal line, you've got to be really smart with this football.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that lead grows even bigger. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The offense changing the play. Takes a shot. Complete to the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
No way, you're kidding me!
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half.
Okay, ready?
Back to pass, it's Presley. Stands in and takes the hit. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Scarlet Knights will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Makes the catch. It's Ford. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Quarterback may change this route. Second down, he'll throw it. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive and that can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And there's two thought processes when I'm a defense and I got them backed up is I am stopping the run, not allowing them to have any space, but also understanding this is also a shot part of the field. Like, it's going to be a run, or a lot of times that ball is going to be a deep ball thrown down the sideline because you'll get man-to-man. Nice job by the defense applying pressure, getting the sack, now putting them in a bad situation backed up close to their own end zone.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
Tight end now in motion. Rides to back and leaves it. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
To the air, it's Crispin. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Rutgers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Man, we've been anticipating this top 15 matchup all week. Let's show you how things are playing out. Virginia Tech has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside Lane Stadium. They're up by 4 over Georgia Tech. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Fires to the big fella. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Golden Gophers come to the line in the hurry-up.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pressure coming. But it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
Here's the pressure. That's caught. It's 4. It's a fumble. And they lost the ball out of bounds, and they'll lose a few yards as a result.
Ball security has to be at a premium. They're lucky that rolled out of bounds, and now that's set up 4th down. But, David, you know against this defense, they are coming, and they want to create takeaways.
And as a defense, that's what you focus on week in, week out, trying to get that football, trying to punch it out. The biggest thing you have to do to create fumbles is everybody fly to the football. Unfortunately, that ball bounced out of bounds, but a nice job ripping it loose and causing the fumble.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He wants to take the top off. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
And listen, obviously, you know, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's...
Oh, he's got some space. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
And you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And the Golden Gophers will hustle to the line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Golden Gophers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Scanning the field, it's Presley. Under fire. He's going to run it. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays.
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field.
There he goes. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's the handoff. Got enough for the 1st. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Presley. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. We've come to the break, and Rutgers is holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Golden Gophers want to pick up the tempo. He wants to change this route. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. It'll be 3rd and long. Using his legs, it's Ford. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Spits it out to the back. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. They're going to run it. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Looking downfield, it's Presley. Trying to pull his way in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows are tiny, and that's why the teams that can run the ball the best generally are the best red zone offenses.
This defense has been lights out, stubborn on the doorstep. Can the offense finally find the end zone? Using the quick game. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Gonna run it. It's Mitchell. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this 4th quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this 4th quarter.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got him downfield. Still on his feet at the 45. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. The Scarlet Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Ends it off on the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offensive success on third down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
Offense set on first down. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. The quarterback takes a knee. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.